guys? So today we're going to talk about provings. What the hell are provings, you might ask? And well, the answer is that provings are the way to discover new remedies in homeopathy. And they were the way that the old teachers, the old masters of homeopathy discovered the original remedies, or the main set of remedies that we still use today. And it's a very scientific process, all right? And it underlines the scientific nature of homeopathy. Why? Because what we're basically doing when we are discovering a remedy is giving a remedy to healthy people and recording the symptoms that it causes. And then we record that into books called the Materia Medica. And when you have a patient, you look at the book and you already have all the symptoms that you know the remedy causes. And of course, as you know, homeopathy reverses the effect. So it's going to cure those symptoms, right? So you match what you have in your books to the patient in front of you. That is like the very basic process of homeopathy in a nutshell. And today we're going to talk about provings, right? So provings are basically like the epitome of the scientific method, right? Why? Because we are experimenting and then recording that. We are observing, and also we are providing repeatability, because those symptoms we recorded on healthy people, it's always going to be those symptoms that provide us with the information in a sick person. So if the person has those symptoms, they're always going to get better. They're going to be cured. So it's a repeatable, empirical process. Yeah. So the point is that we're going to read some passages from the Organon about provings. And the Organon is, of course, the book of the founder of homeopathy, Samuel Hahnemann. And well, let's get into it. So I just wanted to show you the level of detail, the level of meticulous experimentation that goes into this. Okay, just so you have a sense of that. And we'll talk about why that's important later. On experiencing, so these are just paragraphs, right? Advice about doing the proving process. And so Hahnemann says, on experiencing any particular sensation from the medicine, right? This is when you are testing remedies for yourself. It is useful, indeed necessary, in order to determine the exact character of the symptom, to assume various positions while it lasts, and to observe whether by moving the part affected, by walking in the room or the open air, by standing or lying, the symptom is increased, diminished, or removed, and whether it returns again, assuming the position in which it was first observed, whether it is altered by eating or drinking, or by any other condition, or by speaking, coughing, sneezing, or any other action of the body. Guys, we can't even imagine the level of detail, the level of meticulousness that goes into this. It's absolutely unfathomable. So this is how you discover the symptoms of a remedy. You take it, and while you're under the influence, you're kind of testing different situations, different how influences affect you. It's crazy. So you have to. This is the standard. This is the scientific standard. A very high level standard. Okay, that Hahnemann set. And so let's read 134 as well. So all external influences, and more especially medicines, possess the property of producing in the health of the living organism a particular kind of sensation, kind of alteration peculiar to themselves. But all the symptoms peculiar to medicine do not appear in one person nor all at once, nor in the same experiment. But some occur in one person chiefly at one time, others again during the second or third trial. In another person, some other symptoms appear, but in such a manner that probably some of the phenomena are observed in the fourth, eighth, or 10th person. So what do you have to do? You're not testing your remedy on one person. You have to test your remedy on many, many people, because some symptoms are not going to come out on just one person. On just one person. So you're testing it on many, many people. And what you can't, there's it goes on, and there's other aspects, like once you have enough information, you also have to test it in clinical practice. So there you go again, scientific method. It's like the absolute synthesis of the scientific method, guys, homeopathy. Because once you have all this information, which is already like a huge amount, the remedy needs to be tested on real patients for years and years and years. And this is called clinical confirmation. You have to check whether those symptoms are reliable for curing a person with those symptoms or not. And you can only record the symptoms as being, officially the symptoms of the remedy once it has been confirmed in clinical practice. So guys, can you see what a huge effort this is of creating a homeopathic remedy? It's not even doable by a modern person. I admit I'm a homeopath, but I wouldn't be able to prove a remedy if you wanted me to. It's just a process which is you need to dedicate your life to this, discovering new remedies or something. It's very difficult. Now, what else did I want to get into? I wanted to get into the fact that again, talk about the fact that this is classical homeopathy, right? What you're seeing here and what I explained. This is classical scientific homeopathy. Now, what you really have to be aware of again, I talk about this in every video, but I don't think it's I think it's really important. So people, there are many people out there who question the validity of viability of classical homeopathy, and they say classical homeopathy is obsolete, and now they have begun practicing modern homeopathy, and we throw all of this out the window. Hahnemann is obsolete, and this whole proving process is obsolete. And they come up with new remedies all the time. And if you do a search, you want to go to a homeopath, you're a patient, or you just want to learn about homeopathy. If you do a search online, you're going to find people claiming that they have this new remedy, that new remedy, they discovered it, and it's a new groundbreaking remedy that makes classical homeopathy obsolete. Okay? So those people are grifters, and they are liars, and they want to take your money and just want to bamboozle you. Why? Because these people are not doing the proving process properly. Trust me, right? I'm a homeopath. I'm like familiar with homeopathic circles. I know everyone in homeopathy. You know, I've seen all this happen, right? So these people, like the British homeopaths, they do provings, and they say that, oh, we went on a shamanic journey to prove a remedy, right? So that is nonsense, right? And that is degrading, desecrating homeopathy, the wonderful scientific nature of homeopathy, and they're just it's crazy. So you have to run away from those people. Yeah, that's not going to work. That's not real homeopathy. People who use weird remedies based on shamanic journeys, or they claim to have all these new remedies, and even people who didn't claim to discover remedies themselves, but homeopaths who use so-called modern remedies. If your homeopath doesn't say that he sticks to the remedies proven by the Hahnemann process, like the original remedies, he's probably doesn't know what he's doing. Because all these new remedies, you can't trust them. Do you think they've gone through this process, this rigorous process? No. So only use the remedies which were discovered in the 18th, 19th century, early 20th century. That is my advice to you, because we cannot replicate the genius of these old masters of homeopathy. You can't. We are not smart enough today. We are always being told that as history progresses, there's a linear upward improvement in our knowledge and in our faculties, which is completely the opposite, right? We're getting dumber, and the people who were engaged in the proving process were much smarter than us. And any of the grifters out there who claim to be, the new messiahs and prophets of homeopathy, they're nothing compared to the original people who created homeopathy. So don't trust people who use new remedies, modern remedies, or if they Discovered remedies themselves, just run away, right? That's the worst. And especially if they say, they discovered remedies through shamanism or something. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for listening.